welcome to the next episode of Let's Play Bucc. Today I'm just working on some Empress gear, chaos scrolling, and things like that. And I'm still trying to finish my gear. I've got the overall and hat to finish chaos scrolling, and the cape as well. But I've bought an overall that I found that was already potentialed. Well, it was rare. It didn't. It had. I think it has like 3% strength on it or something like that. But it was for 400 mil. I bought it because I was having no luck with overalls. They were, for some reason, they're like 150 mil in Bello, even though there's lots and lots of people who are Empress. The gloves are around 30 mil and things like that, except overalls, maybe they're dropping less now than they used to or something like that, but yeah, they just kept losing attack. So I found it for 400 mil, it's 9 attack, 2 stat potential line, and I just figure it's cheaper doing it that way. Than constantly remaking, because before I know it I've probably spent 450 with overalls that keep going back to zero. So yeah, I just thought it was a alright investment, and I bought a 2 attack hat and decided to chaos scroll it, and for some reason tonight was obviously a very good night to chaos scroll with. But yeah, it's just hard to know when to stop. But I guess I'll just wait for more goodness scrolls to come out before I finish it. So yeah, getting it to 11 attack is pretty good. If I were to use another one, it would probably go down, probably back to like 8 or even worse. So I had to work out a different way to waste the chaos scrolls, so I didn't ruin a perfect hat that I made. Because with, I think, 6 slots that it has left on it, goodness scrolls, if I scroll it properly, I could get to something like 17 attack. And that's something that, even though I've got 21% dex on my Jets one, that's something that I wouldn't mind, getting to legendary, trying for percent strength. But if I got a good level of percent dex instead, I'd probably cube out or sell my other one and use the money that I get from selling, a 21% dex, 8 attack or whatever attack my other hat is, and making another one from that or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, so then I decided, well, I need something else to waste chaos scrolls on, so why not waste it on my cape? So I reset it, and yeah, I decided to throw it on it and see what happens, and this is what happened. Yeah. So it's since they normally go to zero, quite quickly. My reaction was, oh shit, what do I do now? Do I keep going, or yeah? So with that, I'll probably leave it with 6 slots, however painful it is. But hopefully goodness scrolls actually start coming through Gachapon. I hope that's what next one's gonna do. Hopefully they aren't just gonna go, oh yeah, here's one for your account every once in a while, because since I've already equipped it, because I needed the 30 attack bonus from having full Empress set, I'd have to karma it and trade it to each character, scrolling it again, scrolling it again, scrolling it again till it's done. So hopefully they'll come through Gachapon soon enough and start to pop up in the FM a bit more, and then I can finish it. But until that happens, I'll just leave it at 4 attack, because really my other one on my jet is 5 attack, I think, and it's 18% dex. But yeah, I might cube that one a bit more depending on what attack I get it to, and yeah, so it'll probably just be something that I keep on there. I may or may not finish it. It just depends what happens with the goodness scrolls. But yeah, I probably won't. Well, I'll work out what I'm gonna do with the hat. It all depends on timing. So I might leave it to be one of the last things I cube or something like that, giving enough time for them to come out, and just going from there. So from here we move on to one of my favorite activities apart from cubing and the rest, opening mystery mastery books. So yeah, it's just I'm looking for a few books. I passed MW30 finally on my bishop. I decided against doing it on my Bucc because I figured I'll need MW30 for Hall of Honor when I start training there. Probably not on the next 2x card, probably the one after, but I won't be training for roughly a week or so. I might. Well, the reason why I'm not training is because I've got exams coming up, and then after the exams are over, I can do whatever I want until everything starts again. So then I'll have enough time to train. I'll probably be able to get my Cannoneer up really quickly once I finish my Bucc, which shouldn't take too much longer, really, because it's 184 now. The reason why I'm training at LHC still is because I'm helping John Vanillor MS, who's standing there, who I'm talking to in the video. I'll put his link down in the description again, because he actually makes some pretty good videos, and I want him to get some more attention. And to help him get up, he's making a BAM, as well as leeching my own Battle Mage, which is 178. I need to get it another like 60 odd percent or something like that. I've been leeching it on 2x cards, so it's sort of been going as quick as I have, but I passed it around 170, so they were both 170, and then this one got to 171 first, and then I juniored it. So yeah, what I'm going to be opening Mystery Mastery books for is looking for things like MW20, MW30, Battle Mage books, Buccaneer books, Cannoneer books, that sort of stuff, and anything that'll really make me money. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think, I buy a few books because there's a few cheap spots around the FM where I was getting them from, and it's just something that I enjoy doing. It's amazing how lucky you can get, because I found MW20 while I was training at LHC, and it worked on my bishop. From one Mystery Mastery book, it just opened. So and I was pretty lucky for it to work. But on my bishop, I think it was the third or fourth MW30 book to pass. 450 mil for each. It's pretty steep, but it's a worthwhile skill having. And I got MW20 from here as well, and it failed. But you win some, you lose some, and it'll come back again. So that's it was a shame to have it boom on me, but it's worse than what happens next. Believe me, I get a book that you never ever see in the FM. Never even seen one of these before. I knew that I needed it, and it was one that I was actually aiming to get, and it was quite handy to get it as well. But it was Typhoon Crush 20. It's a very good skill which ignores weapon defense, or it ignore it's a defense ignore skill, and I failed it, so I died a little on the inside. But as I said, you win some, you lose some. I'll probably come across it again, probably when I don't need it. That's the way these things tend to run. But it's a hard thing to lose. And then I of course passed Nautilus Strike 20, probably the most useless skill a Buccaneer or any pirate has in their arsenal, because it's an ultimate, but ever since Nexon put timers on ultimates, they've kind of lost their purpose, to be honest, unless you want to lag the crap out of someone. Mikey, as Andy and I did once when we were Orbis PQing with him. We saw that he was lagging, and we started Nautilus striking and doing my Jet's ultimate, and yeah, we caused him to disconnect. It was quite cruel of us, but it was pretty funny at the same time. Yeah, so that's really all I've been up to recently. I'll probably, well, if I can get my battle mage leached over the next couple of days, then it means I won't have to train at LHC. Hopefully John can get up to 170, and then I can leech him at Hall of Honor too. It is 179 to leech, but if he attacks everything, he can leech too. But thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya.